record.
You're up.
Yeah.
Here's the record. You're up.
Okay, welcome to Unconsciously Raw. We back with another episode 3.
Yes, sir.
Okay, today I want my guests to introduce themselves. Go ahead.
Dick the Great, what's going on, people?
What's up, Lucky Kunene, aka Will Smurf? Y'all know.
So we got a
We
phone volume.
going by nicknames? Oh, okay. Well, my name is Keisha, but you can contact me on the School Schooler. That's my social media platforms. The School Schooler.
Okay. So today, I got some guests. Well, I follow their Facebooks. I see what they be talking about. And that's kind of how I get my topics. So today we got another guest coming. We should introduce herself when she get here. But today I got 2 pro-vaxxers and 2 anti-vaxxers. We're going to start this show off with talking about vaccines. So we're going to talk about why you should get them and why you shouldn't. So I'm going to start off with, I know why a lot of us, especially blacks, are not into vaccines because we annoyed it from what they have done to us in the past. Starting with the Tuskegee experiment and other experiments that's not even noted or documented that they done done to us. So it's so many, and Agent Orange from being, a lot of our uncles, fathers have caught Agent Orange, and so it's a lot of things that make us annoyed it. So
There's a lot of black trauma. Oh, I'm sorry. Can you interrupt?
No, go ahead.
It's a lot of black trauma. It's a lot of black trauma around vaccination.
Black trauma, and we do have a reason to be annoyed. So I'm not mad at people when they annoyed it. It's just we got to have dialogue about this, and we all don't have to agree, but we could come up with something. So Deke the Great, go ahead. What's your take on it?
I guess for me, it's interesting how trusting black people are based on the history that I'll say a certain race of people have historically with different groups of minority people. If you go back to, the Trail of Tears, and they gave the Native Americans blankets with smallpox, or the Tuskegee experiment, which was referenced as well. And we're expecting these same people to create a virus, which, I personally think it was created somewhere and financed, basically because of eugenics, but that's a different conversation altogether. But based on all that, they're going to create a virus, and we're trusting them to give us a vaccine that they whipped up in a matter of a few months to help combat a virus. And the vaccine is experimental and is FDA approved for emergency use only. It's like, it bothers me that people don't read. They look up all kind of stuff on Google. They look up all kind of stuff on YouTube, but they don't look up important stuff, and it's like, if they just came out with the vaccine, we're the test experiments. So they're looking at how it affects us and whether it fucks us up or not to know how they're going to tweak it for the next batch of people.
So if they had, this is my thing about,
because not to cut you off, I've never known a credible vaccine to come out without decades of research.
How deep do you want to go here?
We're gonna just surface.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I can tell you why.
Go ahead. You go ahead, Dave.
So right now we're dealing with SARS-CoV-2.
SARS-CoV.
Yes, yep. So SARS-CoV-2, which is an offshoot of SARS-CoV-1, better known as SARS.
SARS. Yep.
Right. So that was out in 2009 through 2012.
Yep.
Right.
The vaccines that you're looking at right now are actually derivatives of a vaccine that was done in Oxford University for SARS, but never got to see the light of day because SARS just went away and kind of vanished. So that's one of the reasons why they managed to get a vaccine put together so quickly. One of the other reasons why they managed to get stuff put together so quickly is you basically had a lot of money thrown at the problem.
Oh yeah.
You saying everything I was going to say. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that. You basically covered it for me. That's what I was going to say. So it's just a derivative of
we
that.
have a guy, phenomenal dude by the name of Fred Brown. He's an infectious disease expert that's on our show like once or twice a month. He's actually on the transition. He's on Biden's transition team now, and so he's been giving us updates like I said, at least once or twice a month about this stuff. And I am a super skeptic about a lot of this stuff. So I went through a lot of these questions. So I totally understand where you're coming from.
It's just a derivative of something that already been tested behind the scenes that you don't know. So we think they just came up with it. Just like you have a new variant of the virus, and it's not going to take them years to come up with a new to counteract it. So, Keisha, you go ahead. Let me hear yours.
So I want to ask Kevin this. So I graduated from Tuskegee University. So the Tuskegee experiment is real. Black trauma is real. I'm not totally against. When it first came out, I said, no, I'm not taking it. But as I thought about it, yeah, I'm not totally against the vaccination. I'm probably going to get it real soon. So you say that people don't read and they don't research. So tell me somebody that you think is well-read that's living now and today. Who do you think is, give me somebody that's valid right now that's well-read. Or I can throw some names
Ricky
out.
Fontaine.
That the public would know. Like, do you think Barack Obama's well-read?
Ricky Wiggum.
I think Barack is pretty well read. What I should have said is most people. I mean, it's painting it with a broad stroke to say people. That was wrong.
Okay.
Most people don't read. A lot of people do. I'm beginning to be one of them people that do. But
okay,
most people just take whatever articles they see on social media or whatever snippets they hear on the news and run with it. And
just like most people take those same inaccurate articles that they read.
Absolutely.
That's in it that they don't even know.
Yeah.
They don't have a degree in biology.
It's also a gift and a curse when it comes
exactly. And so they're taking stuff with it and running with it also without reading. So I know this. This is what I know. I know that black trauma is real and some people are against taking the vaccination, but I do know this. Like Dave is his name, said, he's right. That vaccination has already been in the works. Like the virus has already been out. It's just another form of it. And when we talk about vaccinations from years before, the technology that we have right now is light years beyond when we were taking the measles vaccinations and the chickenpox vaccination. Did you take the measles and chickenpox vaccination?
We don't know what we took. We
no
took
idea.
it. And see, back in the day,
Let me just say this. Did you go to public school, Kevin?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm.
You let your parent opted you out. And back in the 80s and the 70s and 90s, parents weren't opting kids out of taking their vaccinations. They did whatever the doctor said, they did it. So that leery of taking it, you don't know what was in those other ones.
Hey, Keisha, we're gonna let Lucky get in on this. Lucky, go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah. Hell, when we took vaccinations back in the day, that's when we really had the mercury scare. Most of that has actually been taken out of most of the vaccines now. And the wild thing is about this though is nobody's brought up ivermectin or ivermectin, which is actually something that they had to cure for SARS that they gave in Africa, which people now they've been taking it, and that's why the count rate is so low in Africa, because they've already had something as a cure for it, but they don't want to address it a lot.
So listen, there's actually a big theory floating around right now that's actually one of the reasons why the South Africa variant of COVID is that they tried using something that was for SARS-CoV-1 for SARS-CoV-2. Yeah, anecdotally it worked. Like that's one of those things where like they don't know if it really did it or if people were just healthy enough that they survived it anyway. Right. But it then made it stronger and made it mutate and made it tweak a little bit.
It's like when you was a kid. Do you remember the pink penicillin used to be in everybody's refrigerator?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You don't see that no
bubblegum flavor.
The gum
cases. You don't see because it wouldn't do nothing right now. Our bodies is useless to us now. So you used to have penicillin, now you have moxicillin, you got all these ampicillins.
I used to try and find reasons to take that stuff.
Yeah, that stuff was pretty good.
Yeah.
Can I say something about the low rates in Africa? Can I say something about low rates? That's a double-edged sword because Are the rates really low, or are they not reporting them because they really don't care? Because that's what I've been reading also. Like, they're not reporting all the death rates also, because people dying and they just equating it to other stuff. So are the rates really that low in Africa?
See, but it's one of them things. We say over there they're equating it to other stuff, and over here we saying they're equating everything to COVID.
They are.
No. See, I took the shot because I have a disease called sarcoidosis, was inflammation in my lungs, and I think I contracted it or something would cause it when I was in the installation that had hella mold. But I can't prove that because when I try to get a lawyer to go to the people that the installation I was at, they're very strong. So once I say federal, they we ain't
mess with that.
Feiger gave me a chance. He looked it over, but he still said no. See, I don't have the money to fight him, so I can't prove it.
Right.
But it's just it's like you drink Mountain Dew. Have you ever drunk Mountain Dew?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So they have something in Mountain Dew called bromentine vegetable oil. That's to keep the citrus from separating during the process of carbonation.
Right.
Okay, that leads to autoimmune diseases. Is outlawed in every country but 3 countries, and America is one.
Yeah.
So they just stopped doing it. But it's like this: if something was happening to you right now and you went to receiving, just say you got shot, you went to receiving. Are you they hooking you up to IVs? Are you gonna wake up like, oh no, what's in that? No, you gonna let them put that shit in you, and you gonna
and roll with the punches.
And then you got women out here going to hotels, letting a motherfucker put some Fix-A-Flat in their ass. Yeah. And they talking about a goddamn vaccine.
Listen.
So
at my old job, it is
that's true, Ricky.
Yeah.
Kids come in.
I worked at a nursing home. It is
trying to come here, Ricky.
At least 12 women at that job that are going to Miami.
Come in? Yeah, just give me a second.
It's at least 12 women at that job that have gone to Miami to get some kind of body enhancement. And the thing is, a lot of them are our age. It's a lot of them that's young, females in their 20s. It's a lot of them that's in their 40s and 50s, you know what I mean? And
bro,
it's really not going to fix nothing because they bowl built as hell. So they going to, some of them are shaped like pecans.
I work at Chrysler, bro. We got 3,000 people in shop in Sterling Heights. And all them chicks damn near come in there with them.
So when they go, just like them. We talking about.
She on Ricky now, just FYI. I don't know if you saw her.
Yeah, I see.
She got in. Okay.
Yeah, when he come back, he put it in, just like that, right? So you have somebody just say I go on Woodward to my doctor. I say, hey, I want. He said, I'm gonna charge you $15,000. And like, damn. So they go fly over to wherever. There ain't no FDA.
Nothing approved.
They shooting all this shit in you.
Brazil.
Then you come back and say, "Oh, I ain't getting no vaccine.
Right.
I don't know what's in it.
Right.
But what's in your ass?"
Right. And the thing is, the ass is stiff. It's like they got clay in their ass. It's stiff. It's hard. It's like plaster.
You can't even smack it and see.
But I'm not gonna put this all on
smacking
women. See, I'm gonna start here. Now we men out here.
Yeah,
You see a fine ass woman, you got guys going up in that bra. Is you worrying about what's in that? Like you is about that vaccine?
Dudes still do that, man.
But you'll put your shit. Hey, I ain't never seen the store run out of condoms.
Right.
No doubt.
So I'm just saying. So you'll put your meat up in a woman you don't know, but you'll sit up here in this world and say, what's in that vaccine?
I mean, you can even take it as far as the food that you eat,
Yeah.
So wait, are you for now or against? Because you giving us
that's a good one.
You giving us arguments on why you should. You about to talk about food.
I'll get you in here. Hey, yeah, we sound like we didn't turn somebody.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm still against it. I'm just saying I can definitely see the argument from both sides. Like for me, I don't have anything negative to say about anybody who decided to take it. Everybody takes it for their personal reasons. For me, I'm just speaking about my personal reasons why I wouldn't take it.
What? I had a guy at my job. I'm gonna let y'all go after I say this. He said he wasn't taking the vaccine because he think they was gonna put a microchip in him. So I said, hey man, didn't you just had a colonoscopy the other day?
They put that in there.
And he said, yeah. I say, so they went so deep up in your ass. How you know they ain't put a chip up in there?
Bruh, what they need that for? We carry these around
we don't
all
need,
day.
and you got your phone, you got your wallet with RFD chips in it.
Everything.
So some of us, see, things were so simple when we had to catch the bus and go to the library and look through a encyclopedia before the internet.
Right.
You only could believe what that book tell you, you know. So now you got so much information. Like I said, it's a gift and a curse.
Oh, for sure.
So, fellas, y'all go ahead. You know,
I initially was against the vaccination myself, but here's what switched me. Recently, have you noticed that recently in Florida, one of the richest counties in the United States, it's an island where you can't even get on the island unless
Without a boat.
Yeah, unless you live there, or you got a club member, or you're a guest.
Star Island.
Yeah. All of them motherfuckers are going and getting the vaccination in the hood.
Yeah.
And they're taking it from the black people.
Yeah, because guess what? We don't want it.
Exactly.
Just like they come to the hood and take these houses we don't want and fix them up, and then we call it gentrification.
Man.
But it's basically taking something we don't want.
Exactly.
So that's what made me. I work with all whites.
Right.
And I'm in there like, I ain't taking that shit.
Like Rick.
And they all Trump supporters. And then I look, I'm like, hold on. I'm the only one who ain't took it. Now these motherfuckers gonna go take this shot, gonna go party and all that shit. Cause the shot don't stop you from getting the virus.
Right.
It stop you from being on that ventilator.
Right.
So I'm like, damn. Nah, let me get this shot. Cause these motherfuckers gonna go do what they doing, come back, sit with me, make me sick. They already don't like me.
Right. You know that.
You know, so that was my take on it. But sometimes, because we get
What your boy at? He gonna let Kia talk?
Yeah, he out of the room. He gonna come in and let her talk. Give me one.
Okay.
Yeah, so hey. This is
I'm not running your show.
Bro, this ain't Keisha McKee show. Hey, no, just later. So Keisha, you go.
No, I'm going to take the vaccination. I've done my research. I probably won't take it till maybe like April. But what I have noticed, that the decline in the cases has been going down. I was watching the news this morning, and it's because people are getting the vaccination. We're not going to stop COVID by wearing a mask.
Absolutely not.
We're not. So what else can we do but take a vaccination? Because if all we did was wear a mask, it's still going to run rampant. Because people are tired of wearing masks, so it's just going to keep cycling and cycling. We need something to combat that. So yeah, we tired of being in the house. We tired of doing this. So I'm going to take it. I'm for it. It might not have all the ingredients in it, but that's the risk we take. I don't know what was in my measles vaccination or my TB shot or my what else do we take? Rubella and polio. Yeah. So and then people like to say, they want to know why kids got to take that. I'm jumping to a whole other topic, but they're upset that kids should still be taking vaccinations. What they don't know is because it was a pandemic and it was a virus that was going around. So the reason there aren't any more measles is because we take a vaccination.
Well, my mother tried to give me some Father John's the other day for, take this, baby. I said, oh, no. Yeah. So, I say, oh, no, Ma, I can't take no Father John. It's gonna keep you. Nah, I ain't. We ain't gonna do that.
Father John's is the good stuff, man. Look, I had a cold. Father John's knocked it out.
Father
in 2
John's
days.
old school. You know what I'm saying? But where Kia at? Oh, she's still on.
Kia.
Yeah.
She can hear us, Kia, because she took the vaccination and she pro. Kia, they wait for you.
Unmute yourself, Kia. There you go. Hey, Kia.
Hey, how you doing?
I just want to say this, Kia Morrison, and these when I need an intelligent argument, I go to these two right here. You know what I'm saying? They get me together. They ain't gonna stop now. Intelligent women, I respect their angle. And Kia, you go ahead.
Yeah. I'll pay when I get there. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm ordering something. All right.
Ain't that money?
All right. Bye-bye. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I gotta order dinner for my family. Okay. I just had my second vaccination yesterday, and that's why I was so late because I was asleep. It made me tired. Um, Not physically, like I couldn't do anything, but I just wanted to sleep. I was tired.
That's
But
medication.
yeah, guess what it is. I had it. My boyfriend who lives with me, he had his second shot yesterday. My mother had she lives with us also, and she had her first shot yesterday. My 14-year-old, when he's of age, he's getting it too. My mother had COVID back in March. She was in the hospital for a whole month, and she was almost on the ventilator. They kept taking her in, taking her out of ICU on that oxygen. All I know is I don't want to experience any of that stuff that she went through. And so we're vaccinated. I've had all of my vaccinations all my life. I listen to my doctors all the time. All of my doctor friends are like, you better get it. And
Yeah.
so that's what I did.
Yep.
I think that's one of the things. Not to jump off subject, but we all know intelligent people,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah.
I went to the people I knew, the doctors. I knew doctors. We all do, and I asked them off. Hey man, what you think?
Off the record.
And
Yeah.
they say, man,
Yep.
take it. And
Yep.
I didn't put them on a blast on the Facebook. I asked them personally because
Yep.
Right.
these people I look to, they love me. We all love each other, and I just say, what you
Mm-hmm.
think? And they say, yeah. So I went with their word. So I think, it's just one of them things my dad told me back in the day is you can't just know all the same type of people. You got to know different people.
Right.
I can't just know all thugs. And then when I need a mortgage, guess who I can't go
go
to
to
the
the
thugs.
thugs.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, and
We don't do mortgages.
yeah, we don't do
Right.
mortgages. So,
What is a mortgage?
and when I want to know teaching stuff and certain things, I go to McKee. And if McKee don't know, she has a whole network. We ain't even gonna get into her other network of Delta ladies, but she
Oh,
hosts.
wait a minute. Hold on.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
She knows AKAs too. Okay.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I
But
see the green and
it's
pink.
yeah, it's a whole network of intelligent people.
Yeah, my wife was a Delta.
See, and we gotta access them and ask them questions. We can't all the time. We can't go by what the internet say. We
Most of the
we
time,
gotta
we
reach
can't go
out
by
to
the
people and
internet,
talk
yeah.
to them face to face.
Can I
But-
comment on that?
Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, look. I used to be one of them cats that went deep in the rabbit hole with conspiracy theories.
Yeah.
And it took me a second because what I ended up starting to do was to research myself.
Right.
Because conspiracy theory, like, yeah, you better research. And when I started researching, I'm looking at credible sources and I'm finding out that half of the things that I believe was real was a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wait a minute, man. Why? Like, this has been debunked and proven and shown fact for fact
Like
right
when
here.
you thought Santa Claus was real.
I feel like
Right.
one of the best quotes that I've seen recently is that when you don't understand how things work, it's really easy to believe in conspiracies.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Absolutely. That's a good
I
quote.
think one thing I'm starting to do is, everybody knows, like you said, people who are well read and research and intelligent, and those are the people that I'm starting to reach out for to, like when you want to research something, where do you look? What information, what sites do you use and stuff like that? Because I don't have an issue saying I don't know something. There's a whole lot I don't know, but it's a whole lot I want to know. So it's just, I think it starts with that.
Just being able to say that I don't know it is saying a lot more than a lot of cats.
I don't
Right,
know.
right.
I think us, especially black men, sometimes we don't want to say we don't know
Yeah.
But why?
because we feel that's a weakness.
Yeah.
But
Absolutely.
why? That's a strength.
That's not just black.
I don't hang with white people, so really on a daily basis, I don't know what they do, so I couldn't speak on
This
it.
is men.
But you know what? That's the thing we confuse so hard, though. We think it's a weakness. It's actually a strength because we're looking for the true
It
knowledge.
is, but
Right.
see, that's what I tell my son, and teachers taught us all when we was coming up. Only dumb question is a question you don't ask.
Right.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But we go back and forth. I go back and forth with him. It ain't no beef. Is we coming to I go back. Me and McKee go all day. I know McKee and Kia go all day. And look at them. They friends. We all friends. But at the end of the day, we trying to come up with an understanding. It's dialogue.
Right.
It ain't. See, people get dialogue and beef mixed up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, just because you don't agree, we can't have all people who agree because we'll never have an understanding.
I mean, because I'm not mad at Kevin. Just stay the hell away from my house, Kevin, unless you get the vaccination.
But going into the next thing.
Before they come to my house.
Yeah.
Show your card. You got a card? You don't have no card? No.
Yeah. But see, going into the next thing, just to jump off of this. So now they opening bars back up. Now this is my thing. You had the bars with a tent and the heat. So I'm like, God, what's the damn difference? You still in there, and we so McKee brought up something to me the other day. Why are we so in a rush to go out and catch it's open? It's open. Yeah. See, the government was trying to stop you from getting it because they knew we don't think right.
Ourselves.
Right. But now it's open. Oh, it's open. It's open. Okay. Like I told the guy at my job, well, I don't do shit but go to work and go home any damn way.
Right.
So
my bar is at the house.
That's what I'm saying. Right. So now we so back into going to their establishments and drinking. But McKee, bring up that point about the bars that you brought up to me the other day.
What did I say? Because I say so much.
You had a meme or something that about us going back to the bars.
I have to think about that.
What they want. Like, why do we need somebody to tell us no? Why you can't self-govern yourself?
Right. Why can't you?
Yeah.
The facts are out there. And what bothers me is it's intelligent people on my timeline who are my friends, who are out in the street at bars and tents because they just got to be out there to have a goddamn drink. Drink at home. You're not happy with yourself. Like, the facts are out there. Why can't you sit down to June or to this down? And then, like, okay, so there's this girl. She was going to the gym. And I commented on the pictures of her gym, like, it's 30, 50 people in this class with no mask. Oh, we wear our mask when we get inside. And then when we start working out and we can't breathe, we take it off. Guess what? She got the corona. She got COVID last week. And so everybody like, oh, I'm going to pray for you. I'm not. Because I told you, why are you in this gym with 50 people? I know that sounds mean. I don't mean it like that. But you're in the gym with 50 people with no mask. You know what you can do. Why are we running to get to the bar? Like, really, why are we running to get to the bar?
I don't know.
Why can't you order your food and sit at home and eat it? I don't understand that. And they mad at the governor because they trying to protect them. And then they run their ass to Atlanta and Miami and Vegas.
And then bring it back to Detroit and run our statistics up.
And the problem is, my other problem is, they don't get sick. They don't get sick. They give it to the elderly people in their family or somebody else, not even knowing it because they carrying it around with them. Sit down somewhere. Yeah. Find something to do. Invest. Read a book.
Lucky said
another degree.
His spirit for those penny flights.
For them, yeah. $20 flights to Miami.
Right. Oh, okay. You was one of them.
$20 flight, but your bag gonna cost you $120.
And so I don't get why the bar is open because we get negligent when we're drinking.
Yeah, we get. I mean, just from drunk dialing, I can imagine how they is with anything else.
Yeah, and the thing
face to face taking pictures.
The liquor store never closed. Just go to the liquor store, get your favorite couple drinks, take your ass home and drink it. I mean, like. The bar and all that shit been over for me since I was in my early 20s, so that never affected me.
I used to go to happy hour every Friday. Okay, I don't go. I'm still living.
But there's a strong financial reason. Like, there's a lot of these bars and restaurants that are, I believe I saw something like 40% of all bars and restaurants have closed during this permanently.
I do understand that, and I understand the economics.
They needed to close before COVID.
Oh, dude, there are some very, very, very well-run places that have not been able to survive this. It's bad.
Nah, see, but it's some hole in the walls. I'm like, bro, your bathroom been the same. That bathroom got COVID.
Right.
You
Before
ain't-
COVID.
Yeah, you ain't redone that
Oh,
bathroom.
But there have been some restaurants that have thrived, and those restaurants that have failed need to take. So there's been some restaurants that have thrived. Those restaurants that are failing need to take some pages out of that book and find out what did you do to shift. She allowed you to even have carry out alcohol.
Yeah.
She,
And
so I'm like, my God.
And I think that's exactly what happened. Some people were able to adjust and shift where they did business, and some people couldn't do it. Some people wouldn't do it. Well, this is how we do business.
But you know
so,
what? We got old way of thinking. We think if something is right, we're gonna keep on doing it. We
but
don't adjust with the time.
Nobody's going to Hooters for takeout wings.
I do.
No,
Wait,
you lie.
Why?
You lie.
Kia, your mic is down.
Yeah, but
You know, Kia, I can hardly hear you.
you ain't there to see 2 owls.
Okay, let me turn me.
No, so that, I mean, I do. I think, and that's a very, and I do. I feel I've seen because I've seen the stress here. I mean,
Well, maybe they can hear you. I just can't hear you. Wow.
Can you go?
Yeah, you low, Kia.
I don't know how to turn it up.
That was a little bit better. I don't know.
Maybe I need to speak up. How about that?
So
That's
go
it.
ahead. What's your take on this? On these bars?
I'm not going anywhere near it. No way, shape, or form. I'm not going anywhere near it. Because in order for you to do what you do at a bar or a restaurant, you got to pull your mask down. And I'm not pulling my mask down. I don't want any of your germs. I don't want to be in a confined space with you to catch any of your germs. People out here just doing whatever they want to do. And so, hey, I can't risk me, you know,
and the people
because you out here doing you, you know.
Yep.
And I like to piggyback on that point that you guys made about the shifting and the pivoting. The people who, the majority of people who are not surviving this businesses is because they have been like, oh, woe is me. Oh. They didn't take the time to think, how can I do this differently and how can I make it better? One case in point, one place that I've been patronizing is Buddy's Pizza. Man, they got the most efficient ran operation around. Their waitresses and waiters they are still employed. You know why? Because they got them outside running you your stuff. They got, and so they're keeping their people employed. You know, they're not saying we can't do this. You can do it. You just need to think of a creative way to get it done.
Yeah, outside the box.
I think some people use this not to hate on people, but I think people use this as excuse because they was already fucked. And then, it's the COVID. That's why I can't. No, your shit was nasty before we got it.
Well,
and it's even nastier now.
So, but there are some places that couldn't, because I mean, you know, there are some places that, like the first round of the Paycheck Protection Act, you know, a program that went on, basically went to huge businesses and chains. So a lot of the smaller places couldn't get the grants to build an outdoor seating area. I mean, those aren't small investments. I mean, those stupid little igloos that you're seeing everywhere are $8,000 to $12,000 each. You know, heaters, the heaters. And God, forget the heaters are cheap. Getting those propane tanks refilled every single day. In fact, I was the guy I was here this morning and I signed for the propane tank delivery for here. That ain't cheap.
That ain't cheap.
Yeah. Those igloos are COVID pods. That's what I call them.
Oh, I do not understand. I do not understand how those are good.
Because nobody rinsing them off or nothing or sanitizing them.
Oh, we go in with a fogging machine. No, you don't.
Hey,
No.
look,
I didn't see you.
Here's the thing that never made sense to me. You're telling me I can't go inside, but I can go outside and be outside.
Yeah.
That's what we do.
Look, I work in like Mount Clemens area, one of my jobs, and I'm going down Gratiot at this place, this bar. Man, since the COVID, it's been on every Friday. There's been about 300-400 people in there.
Yeah.
So have you guys walked out back here? I'm just curious.
Yeah, I seen that tent.
So, and here's the funny part. So big tent out back in the back, what used to be the back parking lot, 3 sides off, qualifies as outdoor seating. Life's good. This tent right here that they put in the indoor courtyard, no sides on it. Health department said not outdoor seating because it's enclosed by the 4 walls of the building, even though the 4 walls of the building are 15 feet away from any side of that. and it's still windy as crap, and there's a whole lot of ventilation in there. So like, and I think that's part of the issue that people had is so not only that, but I can go in and do that, or I can be outside, inside, outside, or I can go to the food court at Great Lakes Crossing and eat food standing over a trash can. Like that's cool.
But
Yeah.
we gotta become creative.
Oh yeah.
And I mean that we creative as people. Because I remember one time when my mom put the Kool-Aid in the cooking, the cooking oil jar. You didn't taste no oil. Oh. I'm just saying, we gotta become creative. I'm just saying.
Right.
Why she do that?
One time you remember when the lights went out in Detroit, the Midwest.
2000.
Oh yeah.
And
2000.
I came home. My mom
It
had
was
a
in
bath.
2009.
Yeah, my mom had a bathtub full of water. I said, "What's that for?" She said, "Drinking water." I said, "How you gonna clean it?" She said, "We're gonna boil it on the barbecue grill." I said, "Damn, let me go ahead and shut up."
Mama a genius, bro.
So
Girl Scout, always ready.
my mama have 10 crates with some plastic around talking about it's an igloo. Go ahead and sit down, baby. Go ahead and eat.
Whole frame set.
Then she gonna wipe it down with some bleach and some turpentine. You know what I'm saying?
And it's funny y'all say that because I always wondered, like, okay, so they're thin walls, it's still enclosed, and that's okay to eat in or drink in or whatever you're doing, but you're still in an enclosed area.
I'm just saying.
And you in a smaller enclosed area.
But do we need this? Do we need to be in these places that bad?
I don't think we do.
We don't.
Listen,
We don't.
my girl's birthday was
What about-
January 24th. I went to the liquor store, bought drinks. Mom cooked or something.
We had a ball.
Happy birthday. We had a
We had
ball
This my thing.
in the living room.
What igloo they got at Somerset?
Somerset is the igloo.
Somerset never missed a day.
But don't
Summer Plant is the egg.
you miss bars though? Like I'll be honest, like one of the things that's been a struggle for me, like I'm a very social creature, and like we shut our studios down. Last March through like just after Labor Day, we just started opening up our single studio locations. I miss the random, and that's why I keep jumping in. Sorry, because I miss random conversations. I miss those random conversations at bars, like with the random folks, and like that you don't get that outlet or that input or that whatever to your sociality.
You, sir, went to good bars. Because
He had
half
to.
of the people that I go to the bar with, I don't want to have conversations with them. 'cause
Absolutely.
Oh well, I like Dave. I like going to bars. I like going to bars. I like hanging out with my friends. What I miss,
Taco Tuesday.
I live by myself, but I'm not unhappy. I live by myself, but I have not missed a beat with my friends. I Zoom, I call, I talk to them on the phone. The one thing I miss is swimming. Even though you can now, but whatever. But I miss having Taco Tuesday at my house with my friends. That's what I miss. But we can't do it because we inside too close to each other. That's too much. And a lot of my friends take care of their elderly parents. We just don't want to run the risk.
Right.
But I mean, yeah, we have random conversations. But what I don't miss is not being sick. What I don't miss is not having the corona. What I don't miss is I can see the end game. If we sit down for just maybe by the summertime, we can have all that back.
Right.
Now, McKee, I got for you.
They said that last March.
Yeah.
People are
But
still.
we have a vaccination now, so it's a little different.
Kia and Keisha, we're gonna lead into the next subject.
Oh, I'm ready. That's what I was ready for. Come on.
But let me tell you, we talking about bars. Now, when I look on my timeline, guess who in all them bars? Which leads into my next thing.
Don't play me like that. Don't play us like that.
Half the teachers that don't want to go back to school is in these bars. Now, y'all go ahead.
What?
Number one, you're lying.
Yes.
You know I ain't lying.
No,
if you
you
go to duos, it's 30%. It's probably 40% teachers. Go
No.
ahead.
Sweetie, I know teachers that in bars, and I don't even be hanging with teachers like that.
Number two,
But that's why I'm not going back. I don't want to go back into a building because
I feel you.
if what you're saying is true, my coworkers are out there doing
In
their
the
best
street.
life and go get me sick. I'm good.
And see, and like that, when they out
Exactly.
in them bars, right,
There you go.
and they gonna get you sick, well,
Yep.
first thing they gonna say, well, the kids got us sick. No, you was
Uh-huh.
hanging at them bars, baby.
Do your contact tracing.
I seen you at
Yep.
Pantheons. I seen you.
okay, but we're just gonna talk about me and not going to the bars and going back to school.
But you
And not going to school.
Y'all both know. I'm just saying, not naming nobody.
Yeah, I know.
Go
Yeah.
ahead,
Responsible.
bars.
Yeah.
Y'all are responsible.
And there are some responsible people still, teachers. Don't do that.
No,
What
they
you
are.
not gonna do is shit on the teachers.
I bet you if
Not
we
on my
go
watch.
to Reese's,
I don't care if we roll the two left shoes. I don't care if we roll the two left shoes, but you're not gonna do is shit on my own teachers while I'm on here. That's it.
No,
Because
I'm
we
not
get
shitting
shit
on
on enough.
teachers, but I'm just saying.
We gonna be
teachers
real.
are teachers.
I'm talking to him.
Yeah, hey, look, we're gonna have to be realistic about it because you're responsible, but not everybody is. And
Not everybody in any world or any vernacular or anywhere is not even doctors.
You see a lot of people doing a lot of shit they ain't supposed to be doing.
Yeah, even friends, family, kids.
Yeah.
Doctors. But about going back to school, let's talk about that real quick.
Go ahead.
So,
do you think kids should go back to school?
No, not yet. No. Number one, all the teachers have not gotten vaccinated. That's number one. And they talk about how kids that can't contract it, the numbers are down. There have been some kids that have died from COVID, and one kid dying is too many.
Absolutely.
Yes,
That's true.
One kid dying is too many, and especially when you talk about little kids, and they can't keep their hands off each other. And then you want to put a teacher who has a compromised immune system in a building with kids. I had a kidney transplant. What I look like going right now, teaching some kids, teaching 5 classes of kids, sharing a bathroom with my coworkers on the 2nd floor. It's one bathroom, one stall, and there's 17 people that use that bathroom. What the hell I look like going back to that building?
Wow.
And a stall with the same other teachers that was just at the club the other day.
Exactly. No, exactly, yo, exactly.
Go ahead, get kids. Say yo, do.
I'm a kindergarten teacher.
Okay, yo, yeah.
Man, first of all, it's a lie that they keep telling. Kids don't get it. It's not true. Like Keisha said, we know kids who have died from it, kids who have been on ventilators. What they're saying is that it's a potential for kids not to spread it. And this is the part they always leave out when they make these news reports, the if part, if you do X, Y, and Z. And the problem is people aren't doing X, Y, and Z. And so people are not socially distancing. And I don't know how I'm going to social distance from some kindergartners, Because in my mind, I'm already planning it out when we go back to the building. Don't cross that carpet. My desk over here in this corner, your table's way over there, and don't cross this carpet. Do you think I'm gonna be going up to those kids, helping them, guiding their hands right? No, try your best, baby. I'm gonna be sitting over here. Try your best. Watch my hand on the screen. You gonna get the same kind of instruction you getting right now from my house. I don't want to be around. I have diabetes.
Yeah.
My
And that's what a lot of teachers are doing that's already bad.
I got people at my house. I don't want that mess. And you don't know what people are doing at their homes.
Let me ask y'all ladies a question. Do y'all think they should, I don't know if they have, but do you think they should mandate that teachers get vaccinated?
And before y'all start, I'm gonna say one thing to the teachers on this is my other thing. See, some of these school districts are open not because they have to, it's because the parents want the kids out of the house.
Yeah.
They can't feed them. So people are like, why are they in school? Because they trying to appease you. Then you send them home when we ain't got no food.
That's a lie, though. Every district is still feeding kids.
Yep,
No, that's
absolutely.
what I'm saying.
Exactly.
They feeding kids. So when do it become the parent responsibility?
A lot of parents.
We want to blame it on like when y'all say y'all don't want to come back to school. They don't want to work. No, it ain't that. Whatever y'all say, y'all want to strike. It's them. No.
Right.
When the parents gonna take responsibility?
See, my thing is a lot of parents love their kids, but they don't like their kids. Really, like for them, like being real, for them.
I don't like them either now.
For a lot of parents, school is 2 hours of free daycare.
Yeah.
And I'm not the daycare.
Hey, but this is the thing. But school is the daycare. Is the daycare for America.
Oh yeah.
And that's the problem.
And that's the problem.
Yeah,
and also, school is the biggest employer. Because guess what? You know how many subcontractors depend on schools?
Yeah.
Produce, engineers, plumbers, books,
pipe welding,
IT.
Exactly.
So American wide. We ain't just talking about Detroit. American
I
wide.
don't think that teachers should have to be vaccinated. That's a personal issue. Maybe down the line, maybe. Right now, no. I don't think so. Right now, if you ask any teacher, they are working harder teaching at home
Oh,
Because
absolutely.
we went through the same pandemic. I went off on my class the other day because I was frustrated because I'm tired of looking at gray boxes. I'm showing them flowers that I done dissected. Like my table got flowers, dead flowers all on it right now, and I don't get nothing out of them. Then I tell them, okay, blah, blah. So we're teaching harder now than in the building. I would love to go back to my classroom. I teach science. Do you know how hard it is to teach science from home?
Yeah.
But like somebody
And
said
still
on
give them hands-on
soda.
activity.
some parents don't
Makes
have the
sense.
academic capacity
Right.
to teach their kids at home.
But you're
Now
not
they
teaching your
starting to-
kid.
You're not teaching your kids.
No, but they can't even get them to focus.
The problem is you're not a parent. Because if mom told me to sit my ass in front of the computer, because the teacher, I'm sitting my ass in front of the computer. Because the teacher's
Wait, hold on. Let me interject right quick because, like, for people like me, I work in the plant, so I'm gone the majority of the day while my stepdaughter is in school. Her mama, she works in healthcare. She works at a assisted living facility, so she comes home and she has to get some sleep because of the fact that the boy is my son, that's 3, is going to be up, and she has to go to work at night. So we're trying to get our stepdaughter that's 17. We're trying to get her like, yo, you are old enough to be responsible. We have taught you the keys to
It's
responsibility.
not my problem. Your child is 17. That's a parent failure. That's not. That's not. I'm not judging you. I'm saying you can't put.
No. But somebody should have been teaching them before they got to 17.
Yeah,
Like when I was 5, I had get on my big wheel, go 5 blocks up to King Souls on Bayless and Puritan, get my auntie some crackers, my grandma some soup, come back, play her lotteries, and get my grandfather some cigarettes. So there's no excuse for a 17-year-old.
but wait. Stop that too.
But-
And I caught the Puritan bus, get off on the Dexter and Fairfield, got a transfer and went to Jay Zoo.
But
So I'm just saying this in the 1st grade.
now, Rick,
Yeah, go ahead.
I remember.
You gonna ride this bus and then my phone.
And we come from the same stock of fat. I had my mama and my daddy, and they
Yeah,
both
yeah.
were telling me I was never supposed to do this, and that. But I was raised by society because what was around me. And who did I listen to? Because my parents were my parents. So I'm always looking at them like,
They don't know.
They don't know what's happening
yeah.
out here.
Right.
I'm in the streets. I'm a gangbanger, and I'm selling drugs.
You was banging on the wax.
And I'm selling drugs like a mama. So, and that was nothing that they were. My dad told me himself that I don't even know how to talk to you because I've never done this
But
shit.
right now, as your kid being in the home and they got to go to school, you got to be an extra parent.
Yeah.
My mama worked 2 jobs. My mama worked 2 jobs. You think I didn't do my work? I went to Renaissance High School. She worked 2 jobs, pretty much all from middle school to high school to college.
That's why.
And when my mama said you better have your homework done, it was done.
Yeah.
Because she raised me from a child to 17 when I graduated, and my mama told me not to do my work. I did it.
Yeah.
So y'all was supposed to start earlier.
But you listen.
Yeah. And the
Because
thing
it was
is,
supposed
Yeah.
to ask.
this is a totally different generation of parents than the parents that raised us. Like, is not this. Is
But he's telling him, he know his parent raised him. He know what to do.
I knew what to do, but I didn't do it.
But he
Well,
can't do the same thing they
but
did because
they're
you got
No,
laws
he
now.
can't. No, he can't. He can't. But still,
There are consequences for not doing what you've been instructed and taught to do.
Absolutely.
This 14-year-old started high school, and this boy hates school. When I tell you, his parents are educators, and he hates school. He hates everything about school. He started high school this year and getting the best grades of his life. Because all this time, even though he hated school, the expectation has been the same in this household over and over and over again, and it's starting to materialize, just like it materialized in you. You don't sell drugs no more, right? You work in the plant now. You start
Vaccines now.
Hey,
it materialized.
That's the drug dealer graduation, the plant.
Every drug dealer works at Chrysler,
Right.
especially when you go to their funeral.
Right.
He worked at
He worked at
Chrysler, when he
Right.
gave his life to God.
Did
No,
you see me wink?
still
Did you see
selling
me
drugs.
wink?
I
Wait,
don't do that no
No,
more.
not you,
But I tell my parents this all the time. You are raising a human being. This is a process. It's a journey. So you putting in work now to reap those, those seeds and those rewards. But I'm working while my son is in school. But guess what I'm doing all the time? Because he basically upstairs. I'm in the basement. He upstairs. You know what I'm doing though? I'm on that power school. DPS got that power school. I'm on that power school. I can see if he's turned in assignments, and I'm on his head like right away. So, you know, that's the stuff that parents have to step in and do because they're not teaching their kids. We are.
Yeah.
Okay, so thank you for your comments. Thank you for your opinions.
Can we get 2 hours?
No,
I mean, hour and a half.
no, hey, we do need 2 hours. We could talk all day about this.
All day.
But we're gonna wrap it up. Thank you.
Happy Black History Month, everybody.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
hey, Black History Month. We're gonna go hard this month. Hey, and just thank you for tuning in to Unconsciously Raw, and we're gonna keep it raw all month, you know. So we're gonna go big. Thank you for my guests, and thank you for my viewers. Thank you.
This is for